Let's wrestle, let's wrestle.
Chase Demoor just beat Andrew Tate. Both these guys were just throwing punches with their chins up in the air. I thought there was something on the ceiling that they were looking at, but no, it's just the way they throw punches. Chin up in the air, Chase flailing shots. At least Tate was trying to maintain proper form, but the guy gassed out, and it's so insane that he tired first because Chase had to cut weight, and it was contracted that he could not be above 220. The guy's naturally above 220, so he drained himself for this fight. So much hugging in the fight. It was a complete clinch fest. A lot of people didn't like this fight, but honestly, I loved this fight. It was awesome. It joins the collection of Kimbo Slice vs. Dada 5000 as one of the funniest fights of all time, true comedy in boxing form. The loss wasn't great for Andrew Tate. Losing to Chase Demoor is disgusting. Legitimately the worst boxer I've ever seen, or at least the guys he beat have to be the worst I've ever seen. In what I could only describe as the least skilled and most laggy fight of all time. I think the lag was actually pretty good though. I think it enhanced the experience, not only shielding us from the full display of how horrible this fight was, but it also kept us guessing the entire time. What happened between this frame and this frame? We will never know. He's just very big and he's long and he's awkward, and that's it. But even him being the bigger fighter, granted he also was the one who was cutting weight. Andrew Tate gassed out first though. Not to be fair, Tate hasn't fought in many years, but I still expect him to beat someone like Chase Demoor. There are other opponents that wanted to fight Tate, like Darren Till. I mean, we all knew Darren Till would probably beat him, even prior to this fight, but we would have seen an unaliving out there if he fought someone like Darren Till. Andrew Tate is at an aura deficit after this fight, and he started off with body jabs and stuff like that. And yeah, there were some interesting techniques in the fight. Who am I kidding? It was just ass, but I'm an ass guy. So let's break down some of the moments of the fight here in the most serious manner possible. Tate was landing body punches. Chase doesn't even know what a body punch is, and Tate still gassed out first. Yeah, Chase just had the longer reach. He was the bigger guy. He was clinching up with Tate, putting his weight on him, wearing him down, leaning on him against the ropes and stuff. The fight was pretty exhausting, both to fight it and to watch it. Bro, there was so much hugging. Even at one point in the fight, Chase just extended both of his arms forward like he was a mummy. No punches thrown, just clinch up with Andrew Tate. The form is ridiculous, dude. Look at his chin up in the air. Bro's with a bite through his mouth guard. That's how hard he's clenching. But he just wanted to hug Tate. Give him a big old hug the whole fight. And then we get to this moment, and he throws a jab and overhand at the exact same time. Double punch, something that Andrew Tate has never seen before. How could you prepare for a technique that you have never seen? And what's harder to dodge than one punch? Two punches. Chase Demoor's onto something here. The tactics are profound, dude. And he still somehow misses. The guy threw two punches at the same time and happened to miss both of them. Maybe Andrew Tate's better than we thought. And here he extends with a long jab, and at first he was looking at something on the floor. So perhaps he was trying to divert Tate's attention, and then he explodes with a long jab. I can't take this seriously. Chin up in the air, long jab, extends fully, and lands the shot. Absolutely insane form, dude. Then he lands a tight left hook that Peloton would be jealous of. But due to his chin not being raised so highly, Tate counters him with an overhand. Chase eats the punch and throws the best right straight you've ever seen. Absolutely perfect form. Then they both go and exchange jabs on each other, and Chase, again with his chin up, he tries to land to the head, but Tate actually ducks under it. It throws a jab to the body, and then, oh, I guess we're here now. Big leg, and the next thing that we see is Tate's head getting whiplash backwards from a jab. I don't know how he went from slipping the jab, throwing a body shot, to getting jabbed so hard he starts doing the limbo. Bro, I can't take this guy seriously. He throws a right hook and misses. Andrew Tate easily ducks under it. So much overextension, he nearly punches the side of the ropes. He keeps moving forward and pushes Tate backwards to line up another right hand, which misses. Tate ducks under that as well, and counters with a flush overhand that lands perfectly. Bro, this guy's body posture is just hilarious. Every frame of this fight is comedy, bro. Chase Demoor is low-key becoming my favorite fighter to watch. Just comical form in everything he throws. But this one's actually a lot better, so he throws a 1-2 and his chin-ups in the air again, but the extension of his punches, The reduced flaring of his elbows, I mean, these were honestly some of the best punches he's ever thrown in his entire life. Has to be, right? Then here Chase tries to clinch up once again, just like a mummy, reaching with both of his hands forward. But this time Andrew Tate adjusts to it and lands an overhand over the shoulder. No way Chase landed a Shoryuken, so Chase has his hands all the way down at his waist, and he just flings up an uppercut, full power, and actually lands his shot on Tate. Doesn't have to throw the punch that high, but it's okay. The signature technique was thrown again. Another Shoryuken uppercut. This time though, Tate adjusts, slips on the outside of it, and counters. Chase threw the punch so high, he was reaching for the stars, taking the quote literally. That is the tallest punch I've ever seen anyone ever throw in any combat sport. The guy even hopped with it, bro. Like, there's no way this is a real fight. And this guy won. This guy won the fight, bro. Then Chase throws a three-piece combination, lands two of the punches. So he extends with another uppercut. This time it wasn't as high, but he fully extends with it forward. It grazes as Tate slips on the punch, and he tries to counter Chase with an overhand, but Chase follows up with a left hook that somehow got on the inside of it, and he lands the shot and then follows up with a right uppercut that lands flush. That combo worked off of pure athleticism, and that was it. He throws another uppercut, and this one lands flush. Might be the biggest punch of the entire fight, because he straightened it more, right? He's now throwing it up at the sky. Chase Demoor is improving as the fight is going on. If that completes the Chase Demoor greatest moments, good win for him, and, you know, all jokes aside, both of them got in the ring and fought each other, so they deserve the basic level of respect for that, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, my honest opinions of the fight are that the fight wasn't great. It was funny. It was definitely funny, and I honestly thought Andrew Tate was gonna perform better than he did, because Chase Demoor is not good at all. You know, the expectations from everybody was not just for Andrew Tate to win, but make it look easy. But now we know where his skill level is at, and thankfully they didn't do the Darren Till fight. Till would have destroyed him. Do you know what Till would do to Chase Demoor? The fight would be so one-sided, it shouldn't even be sanctioned. The Tony Ferguson performance was pretty cool. He destroyed his opponent, dropped him and started like roaring at him. Dude, Tony Ferguson has found the success that we're all thankful for, dude. He's actually winning 2-fight win streak in boxing. Now he's fighting social media influencers, but it's great to see him win nonetheless. And he nearly finished the guy at the end of the fight as well. That was the highlight of the entire card. But that concludes the weekend of celebrity boxing matches. The next event coming up is the Ryzen Super card for New Year's Eve. That's going to be pretty fun. They're going to have like 6 title fights on there. So that should be pretty fun during this UFC hiatus. It's only been a week too, dude. It's only been a week. There's like 4 weeks left of this. There's still some other combat sports and MMA fights to watch as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.